Pokemon that we don't need as a shiny, but we're doing it anyway. I'm just feeding my Kyogre right now. It gave me another little Prezzy, which is good, because that means that we're getting closer to the 10 that we need to level up. So we should have everything that we need to do to level up to the next one pretty soon, except for the 25 kilometers 8 times thing, which I think I'm really going to struggle with. It's the thing that I'm going to struggle with the most, but everything else is fine. We doing it. We all good. But anyway, we're in for some Spritzee action. I'm disappointed that this isn't a shiny that I still need, but at the same time, it's a shiny that I don't need, so it's all good. We doing what we're doing, and we're here. But welcome in. So we'll get into our shiny hunt. The only shiny this month from Spotlight Hours that I actually do need is Solosis. I do have one of them already, but getting a couple more would be nice. The other Spotlight Hours, unfortunately, aren't great. Spotlight Hours seem to be a little bit like that. But also, if you haven't heard the news, Pokemon Go has officially changed hands. Niantic is no longer in control. Even though Niantic still has the splash screen on the game and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, supposedly Scopely now owns Pokemon Go officially. It happened sooner than I thought it was going to. I really thought that it'd be after all the Go Fests. But no, it's happened already. How you doing, Negan? Welcome in. Welcome. So we got our last little man. Oh, God, dude. All right, there we go. Got our last little dude. All right, let's get into the shiny hunting action. It is absolutely freezing today in Melbourne. It's only like 8 degrees at the moment, which is fantastic, I suppose. I am rugged up. I got jumpers, jackets, 2 pairs of pants, all of that sort of stuff on. At least it's not raining like it was earlier, because, I mean, I can take that. I can deal with the cold for an hour, as long as I'm not getting rained on. And the wind has calmed down as well. It was a bit windy and ick earlier. Deal with all of that nonsense. Flashlight kicking, and off we go on our little shiny hunting adventure. I really do despise this time of year having to do. Hey Taff, how you doing? Purple fairy hunting. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, this is a shiny that I don't need, but we'll hunt it nonetheless. You have that for... Sorry, you have the 2 for the family. You're staying at home, freezing here too. Yeah. As times like this, like I said, with the whole just game not being as good as it used to be, me not being as motivated as I used to be, coming out on days like today, well, nights like tonight, where it is freezing cold, it's dark, I have the shinies already. It makes me like, do I have to be? Surely there's something else that I could do at home right now. Kick back, play some Doom, all of that stuff. Oh well, in we here. You need to see if you have at least 2 shinies. Well, best you have a look-see. Because if you don't, it'll be a good spotlight hour to do, I suppose. We've got people running around here in the dark and the cold. All I heard was the breath as he was running towards me, and I'm just like, oh my god, Diddy's coming for me. He broke out of jail, guys, he's coming. You got a rogues account? Is it one that you actually need on your... You have 2 shiny Spritzees. Yeah, this was a shiny that eluded me for a long time, and then I just ended up with one, and then got another one. I think one of the ones that I got was just random when I was on my way down for a Spotlight Hour, if I remember correctly. It was during an event where they were spawning in the wild, just clicking on stuff on my way down, and sure enough got the shiny. It's like, oh, nice. I can't remember if that was the first or the second one though. Oh, it's fresh. I can definitely feel the freshness. The clouds have cleared, so the sky is, it's relatively clear. I can see stars and the moon. But that means it's gonna get fresh. It's gonna get fresh out here, and I don't like that. I wish I lived warmer, like somewhere warmer sometimes. You have 2 shiny scatterbugs on Turf, Meadow on Polar region. Rogues was Polar too, okay. I mean, I suppose you could still transfer it to yourself, and then you've got both of those shinies. One is Scatterbug and one is Vivillon. That's the evolution, yes, Vivillon. Hatenna is not shiny in the game yet. No, it's not, is it? Because it's relatively new Pokemon. Can I see the Aurora? Not by the naked eye, unfortunately. My mum's been trying to get pictures of it the last few nights, sort of thing, going out with the camera, because a lot of the time you can't see it with the naked eye, but you can see it through camera lenses. Like, they can pick it up. But no luck so far. But no, I can't see it myself. You'll wait until Rogan and Tef become luckies. Hatenna not trying, yeah. That's what I thought, because it's a relatively new addition to the game at this point. I used to be really good at keeping track of everything that was shiny and things that weren't shiny, but it's just, yeah. It's impossible these days with the amount of stuff. God damn. How can I still be cold? I have a scarf, a t-shirt, a jumper, a jacket, 2 pairs of pants, and I'm still bloody cold. I don't like this. And I don't like that Global Go Fest is coming up at the end of this month. We've been having some unseasonally warm weather, even though the next month, the next week of the first week of winter is actually like, winter is here. Winter is not coming, winter is actually here. But yeah, I'm hoping that by the end of the month, by the time Go Fest rolls around, it's unseasonably warm again. That would be fantastic. I could really do with that. I think that would be nice. Just having some, it doesn't have to be like 27 degrees. It could just be like, high teens, low 20s. I think I'm being, what's the word, too hopeful? I'm not hoping. I am hoping, but I'm not expecting. It's Melbourne. It's shit. What's the temp? It's probably like 8 or 9 degrees. It's supposed to be like 7 degrees by the time I came out. So it's, you that lives in Canada, you're probably just laughing at me going, dude, that's not cold, shut up. But you got to remember that I'm in Australia. Sableye. Sableye is the showcase. You got to remember that I live in Australia and freezing temperatures are not a thing here. I mean, they are, but during like night times in winter and stuff like that. So when it gets cold, like there's anything under 10 degrees, it's just like, no, you can go the hell away, please. But the temperature right now is 8 degrees. 8 degrees. So just a little bit frosty. I mean, I can't see my breath. So, I suppose it's not that cold because I can't see my breath. My nose is starting to run though. But that's just been a given over the last few weeks. Because I'm still getting over being sick. It's been like 2 weeks and I'm still trying to get the crap out of my head. I've been blowing my nose relentlessly, trying to get all the ick out. But I think I'm finally getting on top of it. I just know that weather like this isn't going to help. I'm going to get home and just be like, my thumb. 14 is pleasant. No, it's not. Shush, Canadian. You and your anti-cold weather abilities. 8 isn't good. Yeah, I know. It's not that I'm not used to it. I mean, I live in Melbourne, so this is winter weather. So it's like for 4 to 5 months of the year, this is usually the weather that we can deal with. But yeah, I'm still an Australian, so I'm more of a summer person, and give me them hot days. I'll take 35 degrees over an 8-degree day any day. I like being warm, even if it's overly warm. Even though I've been told that I run hot of recent. I thought everybody was like me and just had high body temperatures year round, but apparently not. Summer isn't fun because I'm always, I still enjoy summer more, but it can make it difficult to sleep because I'm always hot. But apparently being able to exist during cold weather and not have jumpers on when I'm inside and not have to have heaters on and stuff isn't a normal thing. But it's like, hey, I'll save on my heating bill if I can not have to worry about being freezing cold all the time. But yeah, apparently that's not a normal thing. I'm just special. You don't like the extreme hot or cold. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, anything over 35 degrees, and it's not pleasant, but I would prefer that over a freezing cold day. Give me extreme heat over extreme cold. Go me, Sierra, and your fineness. That's the thing. I think as a human species, no one really enjoys extremes of both weathers, but my hand that I'm holding the phones with is getting extremely cold right now, to the point where my hand's actually getting sore. It's not pleasant. I think I need to invest in some gloves this year, some fingerless gloves. Should do that before GoFest. I keep saying, like, every year I say it, and then I just don't do it. Gloves? Yes. I have no gloves. But yeah, as I said, I say it like every year when it gets to the winter months, just like, oh, I should get some gloves. Makes it so much more easy to play the game in cold weather. And then I don't. Like, the 3 months of winter go past, and then it starts to warm up again, and I'm like, oh well. You need those touchscreen gloves. You can get touchscreen gloves? I'll have to look into it, because yes, that would be very, very much. If I can get gloves that you don't need to have the fingers missing on them, yeah, I should definitely have a look into that, because I would much prefer to have like full gloves over no gloves. I mean, fingerless gloves, and just not no gloves in general. But this is the first day that I've actually felt it. I mean, autumn was warm this year around. We had a lot of really warm weather leading up to winter. I mean, it was only on the weekend. Both days on the weekend were like 19, 20 degrees. And they were like the last few days of autumn, which is unusual. Usually towards the end of autumn, like, it's not too bad. The first month of autumn isn't too bad coming out of summer. Like, it's still relatively warm, but by the end of autumn, it's like we're starting to get a lot of winter weather. This year wasn't that like that. This year we got a lot of really warm weather. So I think winter's going to be a little bit of a shock to the system, sort of thing, because there was no preparation for it. Your GoFest temps will probably be too warm. Parts of Canada is already burning. See, this is what I mean. It's summer has only just started for you guys. The world, I tells you. that global warming and stuff is just making it that things are happening. I saw a thing recently where they were predicting that Australia won't have winters within the next 10 to 20 years or something like that. Like, basically, we'll have extreme summers, and then autumn and spring will basically just be like summer junior. Summer hasn't really even started. June 21 is technically the first day of summer. Not here in Australia. We've discussed this. Was it last year or at the start of summer or something like that, where we'll discuss they're actually different here in Australia compared to, because it is officially winter here now. The last day of spring was yesterday. Was it? No, not yesterday. Sorry. Saturday. Saturday was the last day of summer. Oh my God, autumn. I'll get it right eventually. The cold is affecting my cognitive abilities and my motor skills. It's pretty much just making it that I'm cold all around. Ooh, Spritzee dropped the sweet apple. Cool. Now I can't tap on my screen. Damn it! What the hell? Go away, Niantic. You don't know the game anymore. So yeah, at least Jangmoa was our next com day, which is good. I've been looking forward to a decent com day for a while now, because we've been having some garbage com days. I won't lie. My last stream being a Doom stream, which was pretty hectic. Very aggressive for those that didn't see it. A lot of swearing, a lot of anger, a lot of questioning my life choices. This is pretty chill. Just being able to walk around. I mean, we've just been talking about how cold it is, but other than that, it's fairly chill in comparison. I'm not having to worry about ripping my hair out because of how frustrated I am that this one thing keeps killing me. Good com day, yeah. It's unfortunate that com days have been going down so much. I know, I feel like it's been since probably November, probably before that. I don't know, I feel like the last year worth of com days have just been a bit average. Like, I've had good ones scattered in here and there, but for the most part, they've just been very average com days. Well, they used to be good. Like, com days was something that I was very much looking forward to, but it's just not anymore. You don't have shiny Jango yet, so you'll be happy. Yeah, see, I'm the same. I don't have a single one yet. So getting a couple will be great. Again, I'm just hoping that the weather isn't going to be freezing cold. Hello. I can see you. Oh, no, sorry, you can see me. You can see me now. Next year's June con day will probably be Fridgie back, yeah. Yeah, we tend to get the pseudo legendary just before or after com day. Just before or after GoFest, I should say. Yeah, if you haven't already, guys, please do smash that like button on the stream. What are we sitting up? 4. Means there's somebody in here that hasn't hit the thumbs. Come on, guys. Y'all know what to do. But we're 20 minutes in, and my hand is feeling like it's going to fall off already. You could hit the thumbs up again and it would take... No, don't do that. Why would you even suggest such a thing? That's just mean. I thought you guys were my friends, but apparently you just started to troll me more. It's like you're all taking Eileen's lead, because that's what she does. She just comes into my streams now and just trolls me. And I'm nothing but nice to her. And all she wants to do is just put me down. Make me feel bad. It's fantastic. Loving it. You're not going to do that? Good. I mean, it's hard for me to trust people these days because, again, the people that I feel like I should trust the most are the people that hurt me the most. So it's like, God damn it. How you got to do that? I am regretting my decision not to bring tissues with me, though. That's always the way. You'd think by now that I would know to use tissues when I come out on these cold streams. Odd question, Jimmy. If they ever allowed long-distance trades just for lucky friends, what would you want to re-roll? I'm not actually sure. We'd have to discuss it because I don't know what you got, sort of thing. So there's a number of things, but it would really depend on... I don't really put much thought of it like into my distance trades or my lucky trades or anything like that, so I couldn't really tell you off the top of my head. That was fun using all the swear words on TV. Apparently that's what people enjoy, me raging at the game. I've had a few people tell me that now, just like, no, we really enjoy you being angry at the game and raging stuff like that. So maybe that's something that I can do from now on, just play rage-inducing games and just get, step in a hole, get really angry at the game and have the chat laughing at me and cheering me on in a negative sense, because you guys aren't really cheering for me, you're cheering for me to just be angry and rage. And I don't think that's good for my mental health, which is already questionable as it is. Ugh. No, but the Doom stream was actually really good. The first stream was really slow, which I thought it was going to be that way, but yeah, the stream that I did on Thursday night, wasn't it, for like the second Doom stream, it was actually a really productive stream. We had a few people in the stream for most of it. You know, like 100 viewers like simultaneously at once, which are some numbers that I haven't seen on stream since early Pokemon Go, Sword and Shield stuff. We were doing the shiny hunting, and I was doing like shiny giveaways and hosting shiny Dynamax Charizard, or Gigantamax Charizard, I should say. So yeah, a lot of those streams were like pushing those numbers. So it was actually good to see a large number of people in the stream again. It's just like, see, that's what I mean. If I start doing some stuff that's newer and has more appeal to it and stuff like that, we can actually get the channel back into a good spot, like place. I just feel like Pokemon Go is way past that point now. So continuing with this is like the only thing on the channel is only hurting the channel, and I need to start branching out more. You have a pretty bird as your buddy. One of the Galarians, I'm assuming. One of the G-Dog birds. Kyogre, will you get out of the way? So one thing I hate about having Kyogre as my buddy when it's on the map, it's quite literally in the way of everything because it takes up half the screen. So that's why I like Rayquaza as your buddy, because it like flies up in the sky, so it's like out of the way. Kyogre and Groudon are just pains in the ass. Shiny G Articuno. I didn't read the article the other day, but I did have a notification pop up on my phone saying that people are going to be able to pay for the opportunity to encounter the Galarian birds shortly. So I should have read the actual article, but it might have been referring to the fact that they'll be in raids. Because I mean, if it's just a pay encounter, I think that would be a little bit interesting. Well, not interesting, but a little bit. But I guess we'll have to see how the game moving forwards. It's in research. Okay, there you go. That's a bit different. If it's a research thing and you get other rewards, I mean, I suppose it's no guarantee on shiny though. Is it ever a guarantee on the shiny? Minus the masterwork researchers and stuff. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see how that sort of stuff changes as Scopely starts putting their way of thinking into the game, like their business strategies and their just ways that they want to run the game. How it's going to change from how Niantic did it. If it's going to involve more paid encounters, if it's going to involve more just pay to win aspects. Surprised we haven't seen James so far this stream. Garbage. Still haven't got a decent Applin. What are we? 27 minutes. So we're basically halfway through. No shiny yet. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting back into doing more Doom streaming. Hopefully, I want to say like Thursday, Friday. We'll see how we go. Hey, Impossible, how you doing? Are you back from your FNAF? You were going through a FNAF phase? But welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, as I was saying, I'm looking forward to getting back into my Doom streams. I'm not sure whether or not next stream will be the last. I mean, I'm a bit over halfway through the game. I think I've got like 6 to 8 levels left. I think it's like 8 levels left. It just depends on how hard some of the levels are, because some of the levels that I've done have been hard, others have been fairly short levels. So we'll have to see how long it's going to take me to get through the rest of it, but I'm assuming it's going to be another 1 to 2 streams. We should be able to finish the game. FNAF VR took over your life. Well, good to know that you're still alive. I thought you were all about the Marvel Rivals the other day, but apparently things change. Playing Prob's my favourite game in VR. So fun. I can imagine the jump scares and stuff like that would be a lot different being in the game than just watching it on the screen. I want to get a VR set and play some VR games, but I had an idea for Doom Eternal and stuff like that, because you can get them in like VR. I was thinking of like making up a gun and getting like a floor mat that I could use for moving around and turning it into like a full VR experience where it's like I am in the game. I'm controlling my movement with like a movement pad on the ground, doing the shooting with an actual gun and having a VR headset on it. That would be an interesting... I think if the logistics behind it would be difficult, but we could see how we go setting up something like that. I think that'd be fun. VR sounds fun. It is, but the problem with VR is if you get motion sickness and stuff like that, you can be very prone to getting motion sickness in the VR because everything's moving, but your body's not moving. Like even me, somebody that doesn't really suffer from motion sickness too bad, too long in VR does feel, like make you feel a bit weird. You don't get motion sickness much. Do you notice that if you play VR for too long, you start to get a little bit... Spider-Man VR sometimes gives... Yeah, see, it depends on the game. If there's a lot of movement in the game, it can tend to give you a little bit of a weird feeling. You get it, pops and pills. Yeah, you can get motion sickness pills, I suppose. That's why I think that playing a game like Doom in it would be... I should get one of those... Have you seen like the VR thing, like treadmill things that you can like strap yourself into? And I need one of them. Incredibly expensive. And get like a haptic suit as well, so I can feel the impacts of the bullets and the dying and stuff. That'd be interesting. Expensive, but I think it'd be interesting for streams. Could be something that I'll look into. VR has 2-hour battery life. Yours does. And if you play on 2 hours of any game, you get some sickness. Yeah. Yeah, well, human bodies aren't designed to be in that sort of environment, sort of thing. Our vision and our inner ears and all that sort of stuff is like connected. So if your vision is seeing things differently to what your ears are experiencing, like your balance and all that sort of stuff, it can really throw off your stuff and make you feel sick. That's why people that get motion sickness on boats and when they're sitting in cars and stuff like that, because your vision's experiencing one thing, but your inner ear is experiencing something different. So it just throws your senses off. It makes you feel like poop. FNAF VR is one of the only games that you don't get much sickness in. You don't really move. Yeah, that's... I was going to say that's probably why, because you're not really moving much in it. Boats. See, I suppose I haven't really been on enough boats to know if I get motion sickness, but I've been on boats before and I haven't had any issue with it. I suppose they've been fairly stable boats, like stuff that's in the Yarra, and just like small boats here and there. It's kayaks and so on, nothing in like turbulent seas, which I'm pretty sure would be very different. But I don't get motion sickness in cars, so... What used to make me really motion sick as a child is, you know, those... I don't know what to call them. They're like whirly-gig things where you'd sit in the thing that spun and you'd use the spinny thing in the middle and you'd like spin yourself around and around and around, like sort of like a merry-go-round, but you're sitting in it. Yeah, and I'd get up to like insane speeds in one of them to the point where I'm almost flying out of it. And yeah, I'd spend like half an hour in one of them and then be like, oh, ugh. That's probably got more to do with pulling really insane G's as a child. Essentially training to be an astronaut, but as like a 6-year-old child. I did stupid things as a child. I do stupid things as an adult. Risky things. Things that I probably shouldn't be doing. But that's part of ADHD. You do things and not really think of the consequences until they hit you in the face like a brick. English Channel fairies. Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting. Being in like the North Sea, just like, I don't think I like this. You're more concerned about getting sick. More concerned about getting scared rather than being sick. Yeah, as I said, it'd be a lot different. I think jump scares and all that sort of stuff would be very different when you're in the actual game rather than experiencing it through a screen. Because I'm not somebody that really gets scared from video games. Like, I can play horror games that have jump scares and all that sort of stuff, and they just don't really get me. Same as watching movies that have jump scares. I'm like, yeah. Very rarely will something catch me, just because I'm expecting stuff to happen, and then when it does happen, I'm like, great, that wasn't scary. But yeah, I think being in the game and having things happen would be a little bit different. And I feel like it's starting to spit. God damn it. I was really hoping to avoid the rain, but apparently I'm not going to. As long as it stays like this, and it's not too heavy, it's not too bad. Getting a little bit of a sprinkle. A sprinkle of the rain. I need tissue. If that's not obvious. Yeah, as I said before, I'm surprised that we haven't seen James and a few people's in the stream tonight. But I am looking forward to getting home and having a shower. That'd be nice. I think after walking around in the cold for a bit, having a nice shower tonight will be pleasant. We've got like 25 minutes left. Man, I'm getting close to the end of the trail. And we still have a concerning amount of time left where I feel like I'm going to have to keep walking. Good thing is, it does feel like it has stopped raining. And another good thing is I feel like it's not as cold as it was. Either I've acclimatized to it, or the temperature's gone up slightly. Because it has clouded over a bit, so... And I hate it when you got songs stuck in your head. Especially when I listen to the song just before. It's like I've still got it stuck in my head. Umar, how you doing? Welcome in. How was your day? How are we going on this fine day? FNAF is more fun than scary. I've never played any of the FNAF games. I've watched other people play them. They're just not my type of game. I'm more of a... like, other than playing this, when I'm out and about doing stuff, I mean, my main games are like first-person, third-person shooters and stuff. Always been my type of thing. Adventure games and things where you're just like really story-rich games. I've been that type of person where I just like going on an epic adventure inside a game. Games that don't really have much mechanics to them, I tend to get bored with really quickly because it's just like you do everything that you can do in the game and then it's just like, just not really my thing. That's why I'm surprised that I've stayed with Pokemon Go for as long as I have, just because the mechanics in this game aren't really that complex and it's just the same thing over and over and over. How you doing, Gabriel? Welcome in. How are you doing today? Alright, we have like 20 minutes to go. We are still looking for the shiny. No luck so far. I'm getting hungry though. So glad that I've got dinner waiting for me when I get home. Made up some lasagna last night, so I got leftover lasagna. I think that's nice Right, just what I need. Battle and a shiny cutie fly from Incense. Nice. Well done. Were they on the same day or over different days? You got them on the same day? Nice. That's what you want. It's always nice having productive days like that. I miss the days where I actually went out and did a lot of... Outside of big events like Go Fest, Com Days, you know, all that sort of stuff, I'm just not really out grinding as much as I used to be. So getting multiple shinies and hundos and stuff like that in one day, I just don't get like I used to. But they were the good old days. You're calling in the night, headache is making it, presence known, and you really like, no worries, Tef. All good. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your evening as much as you can. Hopefully you'll get rid of your headache, get a good sleep, all that sort of stuff. Drink water. Drinking water always helps with a headache. Because usually, well, not usually, but a lot of the time headaches are, you know, your body telling you that you're dehydrated. So drink water. Speaking of Conde, how many shinies will I catch? I'm going to assume 30-ish, because that seems to be the amount that I tend to get when it comes to. But we'll also have to see, because from what I've noticed, pseudo-legendary com days always seem to produce less shinies than your regular com days. So I don't know if they just make the shiny odds a bit different for those com days because they don't want people going home with 30 plus of them. So I guess we will see. But if I had to make a wild guess, I would say 30-ish. We've gotten anywhere between 30 and 35 for like our last couple of com days, which has gone up. Our average for com days used to be around 25 to 30. But yeah, they seem to have gone up by 5 or so per com day. But yeah, that is a shiny that I still need. Let's have a look. Jen, we have a couple of decent ones, I think. That's not bad. It's not great. It's okay. That's not too bad. I think that was more of a PvP one. Like one pretty decent one, like a 96% off. Candy-wise, that's not too bad. 582 for the amount of time that I actually see them. So we should be able to break 1,000 candies, I would say. Hopefully we'll get a nice amount of XLs. Stop for 2 seconds under internet decides to play up. You begged me to stream FNAF. It's not my type of game, dude. I just finished saying that it's just not the type of game that I'm into. I'm not really the type of person that's going to stream something that I'm just not into. Just for the sake of views and all that sort of stuff. It's not my thing. Doesn't matter if it's not expensive or anything. It's something that I just don't feel like I would get into and enjoy. I've watched other people play it. I know what the game involves and all that sort of stuff. It's just, yeah. Sort of like the same thing as Fortnite. It's just something that I don't see myself playing because I just don't like the game, really. Game seems to be running okay. Is the stream still running okay, guys? I'm assuming so, since Negan is talking about Fortnite, which I was just talking about. Yeah, alright, stream's still running, so that's all good. That's all good. Yeah, if you haven't already, guys, please smash the thumbs up button. What are we sitting on? Yeah, let's see if we can get it to 10-ish. At least. It's the 11-year anniversary soon. That's cool. As I said, it's just like, I'm just not really into it. I watched the movie, I was just like, cool, alright. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm the type of person that's going to want to stream stuff that I actually enjoy playing, just because I feel like that translates into the streams. If you don't enjoy playing it, people can sort of pick up on that and just like, oh well. Wow, this snake is getting long. There's a lot of rocks. You like Fortnite again? That's okay. I mean, dude, it was only like last week where you were coming in and talking non-stop about Marvel Rivals. Now you're all up on this other stuff. Seems like you go through phases. How you doing, Ebony? Welcome in. How are you doing today? You have 50 phases. Sounds like you have ADHD. I'm like that. I was very much like that as a kid, as I would go through phases with video games. It'd be entertaining for 10 minutes and then I'd be like, I want to play something else. And I'll play something. I want to play something else in 10 minutes. I want to play something. A little bit all over the place. Didn't really think of it back then. I just thought that was normal. Wasn't until my adult age when I figured out it's just like, I quite possibly have a spicy brain. That it all started to make sense of my impulsiveness. And then my hyperfixation. When I do find something that I like, I tend to hyperfixate on it for quite a period of time. But that's also bad when it comes to people and all that sort of stuff, because I can really hyperfixate on somebody for a while, and then overnight I just go, for some reason this isn't really doing it for me anymore. So I'm hoping to not be bad like that anymore. But I guess time will tell. Glad to catch your stream. Oh, it's good to have you here. Unfortunately, we've only got like 12 minutes left, but hey, you're actually here. Good to see you. No, I wouldn't be worried. Of course you come in just as I say something like that. Or have you been lurking this whole time? Don't be worried. It was just something that sort of came to mind. It's been something that sort of happened in the past. And it's not so much that I'm just like, what am I? It's nothing sort of like that, as bad as it sounded. Now I gotta try and talk my way out of this. It's not as bad as it came across. That's all right. Now my stream is playing up again. Great, just as I'm trying to backtrack on my... No, but I'm happy to actually see you here. That must mean something. No, I think the best way that I can put it is back when I was younger, I spent a lot of time hanging out with my friends. Like an ungodly amount of time spending with my friends. But these days, I still love them and they're still in my life and I still, like to see them. But some of my best friends I haven't seen for like 2 years at this point. But they're still my friends and I still, love them being in my life and all that sort of stuff. It's just that we just don't spend the same amount of time with each other and it just doesn't, I don't think about it as much as I used to when I was a kid. I suppose that's the best way that I can put it. I hope that puts your mind at ease. It's not like I wake up overnight and I just don't want to spend time with somebody anymore. It's just it's a hyperfixation thing that just changes as my life goes on. You give autocorrect, you win. Ah, okay, makes sense. And you just thought you'd pop in, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for popping in. I do appreciate it. I'll message you after and see how your evening's going. Hopefully you've been able to get into some of your cleaning and stuff like that you wanted to do. Smiley face. But yeah, I'll message you after. Can have a chat if you're up for it. But we have like 9 minutes to go, guys. Hey, James. We were just discussing where you were. We're just like, where is James? He's not here. He's usually in the streams. Am I ready for GoFest? I'm never ready for Go. As I was just discussing, like the whole ADHD thing, unless it becomes something that is like inevitably going to happen within like a day or two, that's when I like to procrastinate. And then all of a sudden I'm just like, oh shit, I've actually got to do this. And then actually do it. Until then, I like to procrastinate things. So yeah, I'm never ready for GoFest until like a day or two beforehand. I'll go through, transfer stuff, buy more storage, make sure that I've got past it, all of that sort of stuff leading into it. Until then, it's not in the forefront of my mind. Until it's a necessity to be in the forefront of my mind. You've been watching the Chucky series, is good. I've seen it on... Ooh, we've got Snorlax there. Snorlax looks like he was doing something very inappropriate to poor little Spritzee, but it is what it is. We'll catch him and make sure that Spritzee is safe. Five Nights at Freddy, James. Yeah, I've seen stuff for the Chucky series, but I didn't know whether it'd be good or not. I like the older... Oh, Snorlax, you son of a... I like the old Child's Play movies, but the newer ones are a bit... Nah. It tends to be very much the way when they try and reboot old horror movies. They only work when they worked. Other than that, they're a bit... And it started to rain again. No. It's raining heavier this time. Oh man, and I got my hair tied so my hood doesn't even go up. That'll have to do. It's uncomfortable, but it'll do. Alright, we've got 5 minutes left, so I'll probably just wander up to this next gym and then probably call that far enough walking. And they said it wasn't going to rain. I hate weather predictions. They're never right. Oh, it's actually getting like heavy. Lucky I have a waterproof hood on as well. Like I said, it's not too bad. Like, it's not as cold as it was when I first came out here, so I think I've acclimatized to it. But the rain is making it a little bit irritating. Again, I think it's pretty much stopped raining again. Light showers. You're making a FNAF Fortnite map. Your cat won't let you cat blanket. My dog's very much like that. She lays on me like all the time, to the point where it's like, I can't move, I can't get up and get anything that I want to do, can't go to the toilet, can't get food, can't do this, because she's just like on me. And she looks so comfortable that I'm just like, oh, I can't disrupt her. That would be mean. I'll put my own needs aside just so she's comfortable. Alright, I think that'll do us, guys. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're getting the shiny tonight, but there's only 2 minutes left, so I may as well start wandering back to the car. I tend to do that with people as well, not just... I guess that's a, an thing. Yeah, I guess that's like an ADHD thing. I'm a people pleaser to an extent. So I like to put other people's needs before my own. But as I said, to an extent. Still very much all about my own stuff. Because I can be selfish at times. I'm a weird, got a weird personality. A bit all over the place. Seven likes. Got the 7 likes, guys. If you haven't already, smash the like button. We're only 3 away from 10. Yep, and there we go. 'Tis is the end. 7 p.m. No shiny. That's alright. We have 2 shinies, so we don't need a shiny for this one. So, no loss. I do very much need to pee though. But that's fairly normal. I suppose it's a good thing because I feel like this rain has settled back in for a little bit. Let's have a look. What's the weather app telling me? Supposedly it's supposed to clear up. Okay. Looks like I'm catching just a tiny little bit of it, which isn't too bad. That's not too bad. Hey Becky, how you doing? We finished our Spotlight Hour, but welcome in. didn't even realize I was already back. Almost walked into a pole. Can't reach my keys. Why did I put them in the wrong pocket? All right, we're back. We're in the dry. We're in the, sort of warmth. Welcome in. Welcome in to the car. My keys. Why do these keys do this? I can't press my key button, which means it's jammed in the hole. So I can't get my key out. I can't drive anywhere. There we go. Pouring rain here. Was going to cook pizza on the Weber. That sucks, man. As I was saying to the guys before, I have leftover lasagna from last night, so that's my dinner. Oh my god, my jacket. But I got more wet than I thought I was going to. Thank God for my waterproof jacket. That sucks that you had plans for a nice pizza, but now you have to. Can you cook it in the oven? Because oven pizza's not that bad. Tissue. Give me thy tissue. I need to buy more tissues for the car. Yeah. It's good. Every time I blow my nose, I just feel so much of the ick coming out of it. It's like I'm finally getting over being sick. Oh, and every time I blow my nose, my sinuses just feel clear for like 20 minutes and then get all clogged again. Well, the next lot builds up. Alrighty. Well, I reckon that pretty much does us for the night, guys. We don't really have much else to do at this point. I didn't get the shiny tonight, but that's alright. I worked up up to 8 likes, so we're only 2 away from 10. So smash that like button if you have not. Yeah, you can do it in the oven, but it tastes better. Yeah, of course it's gonna taste better. And is it a gas Weber or charcoal? Because if it's charcoal, then it's basically like a wood fire pizza, which is wood fire pizzas are always going to be better than a gas or electric. But it's still tasty nonetheless. You can't go wrong with pizza. Pizza's just good. Pizza is good. It's a charcoal. Oh yeah, okay. That explains it. You get that charcoal woody taste in the pizza. And like I said, they're always better than when you go to like a traditional pizza joint and they've got like proper wood fire pizzas. You can't go wrong with that. Always better than, as I said, electric or gas. But sometimes you just need to make sacrifices. You could do you have like a pergola or something like that you can cook under? Just cook in the kitchen, open a window, it'll be fine. It's only a little bit of carbon monoxide, it'll be fine. Gee, I think I lucked out. The rain, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's actually gotten pretty heavy. My dog is going to go to dog school in like 20 minutes time, so that'll be fun, having to stand out in the rain. I wouldn't be surprised if I get home and they've decided not to go because it's raining. Not really, just hope rain stops. Yeah, check the weather. Hopefully you'll get a chance to cook it before it's too late, sort of thing. But if not, worst comes to worst, like I said, you can always just chuck it in the oven. She'll do. Alrighty. Alrighty-dighty, guys. Well, as I said, we are pretty much done for the evening. So I suppose I will wrap it up here. We got to still only on 8 likes. That's all right. Like I said, if you haven't already, guys, smash that like button. I will be back tomorrow evening for... What's in raids? I didn't actually check to see what our raid boss... What's our raid boss tomorrow? Can I see something that'll tell me? No? 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 Okay. Does anybody know what our raid boss is tomorrow? I did check them like last week or something, but I can't remember what they are. Yeah, the rain stopped. Nope, nobody wants to tell me what the raid bosses are. Fine. Alright, I know how this goes. Fine then. It's alright. I'll figure it out. I'll look it up when I get home. But yeah, we'll be hosting Raid Hour tomorrow nonetheless. Tomorrow evening. You guys know how it is. Hopefully it'll be a decent raid boss. When's the next Doom stream? Hopefully either Thursday or Friday. I'm probably leaning more towards Thursday because I'm not sure what's happening on Friday yet. I'll have to talk to Eilish and see what she's doing on Friday. But yeah, I would say Thursday because I'm a bit over halfway through the game, so we should hopefully be able to get through the rest of it by, you know, another 1 or 2 streams, depending on how quick we can get through some of the stuff. But yeah, Thursday would probably be my call. But again, we'll play it by ear. But that'll be you guys. Like I said, if you're subscribed to the channel and got notifications and all that turned on, it should be popping up. I have been tending to start the streams at about 8:30 my time. That's when I've started the last couple of streams, so it'll be around that time. So yeah, as long as you got notifications and stuff turned on, you should get a notification of when I am going live. But yeah, like I said, we'll be back tomorrow evening for Raid Hour, so that'll be our next stream, and then yeah, hopefully Doom on Thursday and maybe Friday. We'll see how we go. But again, oh my god, my brain no work like usual. Yeah, alrighty guys, thank you so much for everybody that has joined in tonight, much appreciated. Enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe. Happy hunting. Good luck for your Spotlight Hour if you take it on. Hopefully you get the shiny, all of that good stuff. Yeah, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Basic YouTube jargon. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow evening for some raids. So until then, peace out. Have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.